If there's one person who loves reminding Trump of his true place, it's Jimmy Kimmel. He recently said he knows Trump is delusional and isn't afraid to show his true colors to the world, honored that the former president of the United States took time out of his busy schedule to seek to criticize me, but he must not understand how much I love this. If you want me to bring you more content, don't forget to support me by subscribing and liking the video. Don't miss out on the content we upload every day by activating the notification bell to be part of this community. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Everyone knows how Trump is a great danger to democracy. At least that's what many of his enemies say. He's arrogant, ignorant, and selfish, and Kimmel simply exposed him. You won't believe how Trump reacted to this. Trump thought he was being very funny when he decided to mock Kimmel in a post on Truth Social, criticizing his hosting skills at the 2024 Oscars. I was wondering if I could share it with you. I just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a below-average person trying too hard to be something he's not and never will be. Then he went on to say they should get rid of Kimmel and maybe replace him with another ABC talent, but cheap and worn-out George Slopis. He would make everyone on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous. Blah, blah, blah. When it comes to making America great again, Kimmel wasn't going to let this slide. He responded to Trump for what he really is, a narcissistic and malevolent presence in the political landscape. Guess which former president just posted that on TR? Thanks for watching. I'm surprised you're still here. Isn't it time for your jail time? Kimmel made it clear that Trump cares more about himself than anything else. Trump's constant attacks on Kimmel only demonstrate how insecure and petty he can be. Kimmel tore into Trump saying, "Thanks for watching. I'm surprised you're still here. Isn't it time for your jail time?" That joke must have really bothered Trump. This man, who is our president, is on trial. He has 34 criminal charges against him. He's still upset about the Oscars. The only person still talking about this joke is him. It must have really affected him. And my joke about him at the Oscars still hurts, you know. Donald Trump is in the first week of a criminal trial, the first president to be tried for a criminal offense for paying hush money to a pornographic film star. This dispute between Kimmel and Trump has a long history. In 2015, Trump went on ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live before becoming the Republican candidate for the 2016 elections. He talked about uniting the Republican Party and launched some attacks on Jeb Bush, who was also running for president at the time. During that show, Kimmel presented a funny children's book mocking Trump's campaign slogans called "Winners Aren't Losers." Kimmel joked that winners were like Trump and losers, well, losers. Kimmel also got serious about Trump's plans to change Obamacare in 2017. He then got emotional when he talked about the birth of his son with a rare heart problem. He had an echocardiogram, which is an ultrasound of the heart, and found out that Billy was born with a heart condition. Kimmel said that before Obamacare, people with health problems like his son might not have been able to get insurance. He continued talking about it on the show, saying that Trump would sign any bill just to get rid of Obamacare, even if he didn't know what was in it. Kimmel thanked Senator John McCain for opposing changes to Obamacare. After a week of emotional speeches, Kimmel didn't hold back when it came to mocking Trump's ideas. In 2018, he made a fake movie trailer mocking Trump's plan for a national emergency alert system. This system would allow the government to send emergency messages to the entire country, but Kimmel didn't think it was a good idea. In his trailer, a family is driving when they receive what they think are Trump's tweets on their phones. The parents are confused because they blocked Trump on Twitter. "This isn't a tweet, it's a text message," says the dad. The message they receive says things like, "No collusion" and "witch hunt." People in the city start panicking when they receive these messages. In one scene, a man cuts off his hand to get rid of a smartwatch because he's so scared. It's all chaos, and Kimmel's trailer showed how ridiculous Trump's alert system could be. Kimmel also openly criticized Trump's response to gun violence after the tragic mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida in 2018, where 17 people lost their lives. Kimmel had had enough. In an emotional speech, Kimmel calls out Trump for not taking action. Children are being killed, he said, pleading for action. He couldn't understand why nothing was being done, why there wasn't even a discussion about it. Kimmel shifted the argument against Trump and other Republicans, blaming mental health for gun violence. He agreed with them, saying that if you don't think we need to do something about it, obviously you're mentally ill. It was a powerful way to show how frustrated he was with Trump's inaction on such an important issue. Kimmel didn't stop criticizing Trump even after he left the White House in 2021. He continued targeting his jokes at Trump's campaign rhetoric and his numerous legal troubles. It seems Kimmel's constant jabs got to Trump when he was in the White House last year. According to Rolling Stone, Trump told his staff to complain to ABC's parent company Disney about Kimmel's jokes on Jimmy Kimmel Live during his presidency. In 2018, 2 former Trump officials confirmed to the magazine that Trump was really upset about Kimmel's jokes and even made 2 separate phone calls to Disney to complain about him. This shows how much Trump couldn't handle criticism even from a late-night comedian. Kimmel really cares about Trump's impact on democracy and his behavior both during and after his time as president. He's been talking a lot about this, and here's why. First, Kimmel noticed how Trump frequently attacks the media, saying things like fake news when he doesn't like what they say. This makes people doubt what they hear and read, which is a big problem because a free press is super important for democracy to work well. Then there's the way Trump talks about things like race and immigration. He's not exactly bringing people together with his words. Instead, he's deepening divisions between groups. Kimmel thinks this is making it harder for everyone to trust each other in government. Additionally, Trump hasn't always played by the rules of democracy. Remember when he said the 2020 elections were rigged even though there was no evidence? That's dangerous because it makes people doubt the entire voting process, which is a big part of how democracy works. And let's not forget Trump's attitude towards the law. He's trying to influence judges and courts even when they disagree with him. That's not how things are supposed to work in a democracy where everyone is supposed to be treated fairly. Finally, Kimmel is concerned about Trump's behavior. He has seen how Trump acts impulsively, often getting very angry when criticized. That's not the kind of person you want making important decisions, especially when they have so much power. So, Kimmel's criticism of Trump stems from a genuine concern about how his actions and words could harm democracy and whether he's truly fit to lead the country. The last thing we want is Trump back in power, causing more problems and putting democracy at risk. It's up to all of us to stay informed, speak up, and protect the values that make our democracy strong. Now tell me, what do you think of this whole dispute? Leave it in the comments. Before I go, I'd like to ask you to subscribe and like the video, share it with your friends interested in the topic, and remember that we upload videos every day. Thanks for sticking around, and without further ado, see you in the next video.